few birdies chickadee-deeing away. I don't believe there's chickadees though. A couple birdies chirping away over there this morning. Beautiful. Beautiful mild. What is it, the 2nd of January now? We're flying through the year. So, got to call one of the neighbors here around the corner from the bay here, having some water issues. So we're going to try to go over and see if we can help them at all. Rather than walking through the forest, we're going to try and skim along parts of the shore here. Been watching the ice build up for the last week or so, week and a half, 2 weeks, just in this back bay. We're in the back spot, so a lot of the ice will build up a little bit quicker, just because there's no current or stream or no fluctuation really. So still going to take some precautions though. I got my ice picks right here, come apart pretty. Should actually make sure they come apart easier than that. There we go. There we go. Just loosely fit those. Grab them easily, just in case. And then for testing wise, I'm going to be using an axe just to get a good. You can get a good couple swings, and if you can get a good chunk of ice to pop up, you're pretty safe for the most part to know that you can at least be walking on there. So yeah, let's get down to the ice here. Just a beautiful day out here. I'm going to start to venture out here and we'll focus a little bit on the ice here. Okay, so we're down along the shoreline here now. We are going to just venture over to that blue tarp area. We're going to see how it goes. As you can see, just hit the ground here. So like there's some decent ice that we can at least walk on here. You can see this here. Alright, so when she goes in like that, you can see the ice is not the best in these areas, but that's really just a crust on top. So we're like 4 or 5 inches of not the best slushy ice. So you stay away from areas like that. Even when you're walking up here, I know this here is rock just from knowing. You can definitely see there's some trails around here. There's been some animals venturing. There's part of our hill where the old beast is stuck. So like we got some pretty decent like it's white ice right now, but it's pretty hard, I would say. There's enough for me to be at least walking on it. Take a few swings. Ooh, see? That's where you gotta start to watch. There is lots and lots of, I don't know, it doesn't look the best. You can see wet footprints from a deer. Tells me 2 things, that the ground is really soft here. And you can see, I'm not sinking by any means, but there's some water on the ice. Soft snow. Let's actually get a hole here. See what we're actually doing. We're not too far off the shore here yet, but as you can see, it's not very strong. Oh, there's some good ice in there. Okay, you know what? I think we're okay. Because So, you can see there's some pretty good, there's water in there right now. But that's just the water rushing off the top right now. It's still, oop, careful. It's still fairly solid in there, and I'm not even making it fluctuate. So we're gonna keep venturing out slowly, and I think we're gonna try and get there. Who knows though? Definitely some soft ice. That's for sure. We're not too far off the shore here. Huh, what are we thinking? She's soft. It's flexing, but... Well, let's try and clear another spot here. See, like you can see, like there's a big crust here. So like that's all just a crust right now. I want to know what's beneath that. Yeah, see, that's some pretty good ice there. This might look really bad, but it's really just the water on top of the ice. I think we're okay over here. Like, I didn't even break through. It's just the water that's on top right now, creating this bit of a crust. So, I think we'll just keep venturing over there. We're not too far. I'm going to switch hands though. Beautiful out here. We got some birds up there. You probably can't see those. I'm not going to focus on that. Look how pretty this is though. It's just beautiful out here. Yeah. Just amazing. Alright guys, so how about 5 feet? Let's see. Oh man. This crust is thick. But we got some pretty good solid ice underneath there. It's just a little cracky right now, but it's just not the best ice. Oh, we're getting some cracks here. Flip this down. Yeah, so look, there's that crust again. I bet you'll break through this. See, look, there's a crust right there. And then we got some solid hard ice underneath there. Yeah. So it's just this crust that I'm breaking through right now. I can walk on. I can feel me breaking it. That looks weird, but it's not bad. It's just a little crust I'm walking on. So what do we got here? A little coyote, maybe a little fox? Chime in the comments there and let me know. We're obviously going to learn a lot more about these, but you can see the way it has claws out, it looks like. I'm going to say coyote. Looks like maybe coyote following some deer. Looks like he walked straight through and looks like deer scattered off one way. I'm not sure. We're going to focus and don't forget we're on the ice. So, a few more steps. Just this crust. This crust is weird. This crust is not helping make more ice. But I think we're going to be okay. Oh, we'll get over there. Just this weird crust. Not a big fan of it. We'll just keep taking her easy. Yeah, there's lots of this crust actually. I'm going to take a second here because we're slipping through and breaking through some spots. Oh, see? Look at that. So, I'm not a big fan of breaking through the crust like this. But, you know, underneath, there's just so much water on it. But there's like a good 3-4 inches of like hard ice underneath there. It's just this crust on top. Not a big fan of it. So, let's just slowly keep making our way. Should be good. Well, maybe, we don't know. We're thinking more and more through. This crust sucks. There's too much snow on the ice here. So we're not really making a lot of ice here. That's no good. Normally the shoreline's not safer, there's less ice to freeze. But this swamp here, like, there's good ice underneath there, but this crust is not, doesn't make you want to venture very far. So that sucks. It's mild today too, so hard to say. Definitely, this is why you test, right? I can't walk more than 5 feet without testing here, and we're sinking more and more here. This crust sucks. Well, what should we try? We're about a quarter, I'd say maybe a third of the way into the venture here. There's that trail right there. Really hard to say. This crust sucks. There's so much water on the ice here. Yeah, I'm just breaking through everywhere there. What should we try? Alright guys, we're going to sit here and think about this for a minute. Can't think about what to do here. Stay tuned. Alright, so we just decided to just keep slowly walking. Now as you can see, I'm breaking through the crust. Sorry. Every single step. So just walk with me here. It's interesting. As you can see, watch this. Oh, we're getting back to the solid stuff again? Oh, that'd be sweet. Let's see what's this stuff like. Oh, a little weak. But is there something underneath there? Okay, well if we can stay on top of this crust for a bit, that'd be cool. We'll just keep moving. Nice and gingerly. Gingerly. Well, if we should, starting to break through a little bit again. Thinking we're just going to try and go to that post over there. That's right beside them, so we can walk up there pretty easily. Yeah, we are starting to break through the crust again. Fun, fun. This crust sucks. It's not very pleasant to walk on. Not very pleasant at all. It sucks. Yeah, look at this. Every step. Alright guys, we'll talk down land here. Need both hands. Okay guys, so we're back right beside the land here. And we're almost at our destination here. So we're just gonna hung along the shore here. And we'll see how this goes. Haven't even really seen anybody this year. But we made it. There we go. Now we're good. On the land again. Right on, boys. We made it. Just gotta remember to keep a level head, keep calm, and check your ice. That's by no means safe travelable ice, but knowing the area, knowing the depths, and there's no currents and stuff there, I knew what was there that was going to be supporting me at least. But we might, well, we're going to find the ZR and go get the old Bruce banner back, so we'll have a different route on the way back. Stay tuned. Have a good one. Alrighty, well, we're on the venture again. Didn't resolve the water issue. They're going to have somebody come take a look at a pipe for them. So we are venturing, up here. And going to find our snowmobile again. Up here somewhere. I'm always wondering how the snow is up here. Not too bad, I guess. Oh, that's going to be a crappy walk. Holy. Oh, let's do it. Look at this big old cactus thing. Oh, yeah, somebody owns it. Look at these tracks. 3? What is 3 like that? That's weird, right? Again, chime in the comments if you guys know what's, maybe it was jumping or trotting. It almost looks like 4 prints. I'm not sure. Some weird prints here. Looks like it's a claw print. Not quite sure what that is. Maybe a coyote? Fox? Be a big fox. Pull the old sock up out of the boot. Alright, we're almost at the top. Oh, look at the poor girl. Oh man, look at her. Poor girl's covered. Wow, we'll have to get her all fixed up here. Here for a decent little view. Oh, it's all wet too. It's like a wet snow. Yeah, that's no good at all. To be honest, I gotta take the gloves off. I don't overheat here. That extra flashlight. I'm gonna throw this in here actually. Well. Need these back on. She's bright up here. Okay guys, so problem with the sled here is we made it all the way up here and the chain here popped off the chain case. So we're not really quite sure 100% what happened, but we have a theory that these two sprockets aren't perfectly lined up and it's pulling the chain off, and we think those sprockets are not lined up because the drive shaft collar that keeps the drive shaft from sliding has come loose. So, on our test ride of just replacing this drive shaft, it appears that after getting all the way up here, the collar came loose. So I didn't forget to tighten it, but apparently didn't tighten it enough. So, now we have a wicked view of where our sled has been for the last 3 days. Steep, steep hill that you're not just walking down easily. But as you can see, there's ice all the way across except for the far side of the bay. But there's like inches, guys. Like no ice out there at all yet. So you really got to be careful out there. You can't just, because you see someone out there think that it's good, just assume. You have to check. You have to make sure everything's good. And even when you check and double check, you have to be super careful. There's so many spots for accidents, and look where we are too. You can't just easily call someone to say, hey, come give me a hand and get me out. So you have to be smart. Look what you're doing, look where you are, know your surroundings for sure, and understand what you're doing, what's like what risks you're taking. Even with me right here, look, we're working around the edge of a pretty significant hill here. I know the area and where we were going, but still, at dark by yourself, maybe with some riders that you go riding with, buddies are excited, that aren't maybe fully up to your skill level, you got to take that into consideration when riding. So remember to be safe, and yeah, let's try and get into this job here and see if we can fix it. We're going to find some way to jack this up, I think, and yeah, try and find a log or some type of wood that we can use to jack the sled up, so this way I can get underneath it on this side and maybe get to that collar. We'll see how it goes. Alright guys, we'll set up. Okay, so we got her fired up. Just letting her warm up a little bit here. We're going to try and spin the track just to see what is happening here with the chain case. That collar didn't seem to be loose, or it didn't really seem to be moved, so... Oh, you know what? Look at this. We can already see the chain is working itself off. So something's definitely not lined up there. That's really weird. So we're going to double check that. Because that shouldn't be like that. We're going to double check that. Okay, crew. We're getting warm here. So we've got the chains off, we've got the sprockets off. That collar that I thought had maybe moved does not seem to have moved. The only thing that I have found so far that is different is, let me try and get it off here. I don't know where to put you. You're not in your case. Hold on. Let's get you guys transformed. Damn, look at that. Oh, hold on. Oh, different. Done here. There we go. Alright. So, get you guys here quickly. The only thing I really seen that was different, as you can see, there's a significant shoulder on that side of the collar. Now, when I first had the sprocket on, you can see like this. If I just slip these back on quickly, and we run, we got a little flat bar here. So, if you take a look at where this sprocket is, you go to line it up, we're off a significant amount. We're almost lined up with the outside of that collar. So it could have been that when I originally took this apart, I must have perhaps flipped the sprocket, and there doesn't really seem to be any damage or anything to it, which is good, because I imagine these aren't cheap. And it looks like maybe the sprocket I installed wrong, which caused the misalignment of the chain. Now, because of that, I've now worn the chain to the point where it flexed and popped off. So, I don't think the chain's in the best of shape, but as for getting me back home, I think we'll be okay. So, now I flip that sprocket back around, and I go to line these bars. Look at this. Now we have something that's actually lining up. So we think that might be the issue. We're gonna button this all back together, turn her over slowly, and watch how the chain tracks on the gears. If I feel like that might have been the problem. I think I might not have been paying attention when I took it apart and put it back together. I might have just flipped that gear. Again, these are things that happen sometimes when you're working on the grass. So we will take a look here and see what's going on, and yeah, we'll put this back together. Try and get this all fixed up and see if we can get this bad boy home. Oh, yeah, alright, so anyways, getting distracted up here sometimes. So, we've got this all button backed up. It looks a heck of a lot better. And here's you guys here. I got the track raised off the ground right now, and I'm turning this over by the secondary clutch in the right direction it would go, just to watch the chain track. And you can see, super smooth. It's not trying to jump or skip or do anything. I think that was the issue, guys. I think from here in the 15 minutes of trail riding I did prior to getting stuck here, I was just stressing the chain and wearing the chain, unfortunately. So I might be a new chain, worst case scenario, new sprock, new gears, cogs, whatever you want to call them. I call them gears, cogs, gearing. It's gearing. So worst case scenario, the gears did look pretty good. I didn't see any cupping or defacing or scaling of the teeth, so I believe they should be fine. The chain, we're probably going to end up replacing that. For playing around, bashing around the yard, you know what, it's probably going to be fine, guys, honestly. But I like to do a lot of high-speed running. Sometimes I stress the thing out a lot. I do ride it pretty hard, so in this instance, I'd rather have that chain proper and not stressed, and I don't need something grenading and blowing apart on me wide open across the lake or something like that. So we're gonna, I think, there's not really much else to button up here, but we're gonna button the belt cover and stuff back up, throw our jack back on, let the sled warm up, and I think we're gonna try and get our way out of here. I think we fixed the issue here, so I'm feeling good about it. I'm tightening up that tensioner. We're going to take her easy on the way home because I don't have the outer chain case. This is normally enclosed in a cover, right? There's a full cover here, and there's normally about 8 ounces, fluid ounces of oil, chain case oil, to keep everything lubricated, happy. There's a couple bearings behind there too. They're sealed bearings, but still, they want to stay happy. So, yeah, we'll nurse her back home, put the cover back on, and see if we can get Mr. Banner into the Hulk again here, running. I'm pumped, feeling good, guys. Alright, we'll see you soon. Oh yeah, I love the smell of this bad boy. Alrighty, so we got it running again. We're gonna let it warm up just a touch. That's not quiet. So we're gonna let it warm up just a touch here, and I still have it jacked up. You see, I found some sticks and I have my old axe here. So we found some sticks. I got the track suspended off the ground. I'm just gonna spin it a few times, slowly, just to check to see, make sure that chain's following where I want it to follow. And I'm pretty confident that's what the issue is. That gapping that was off is the exact same amount as that collar. Silly mistake. That's what happens sometimes. We'll, oh yeah. We're looking like it's going to be okay, guys. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. Put this off again here, and we'll just double check the tension. It's maybe a little loose, but I think we're just going to, now that we've ran it around a bit, we'll tighten that back up just a little touch, and I think we'll be good to get her home. I think we'll be good, guys. We'll hopefully, I don't really have any mounts here to be able to do some riding and videoing, but maybe we can rig something up. We'll see. All right, guys. We made her back. Didn't miss a beat. That's what the problem was. So we're gonna double check, make sure everything's tight, slap that cover on, get those bolts dealt with. Oh, I don't have a helmet on, so I had to go slow, but it's hot out here. So we're back. I think it's celebratory, maybe drink time. I just went and did a small little loop here on the ice. Maybe not the best idea. It's a little soft. But like I said, it was just the crust here that we were breaking. As you can see. A little spin, a little crust break. We made it, boys and girls, out there in YouTube land. Anyways, guys, if you enjoy watching here, hit like, hit a comment. Let me know what some of those tracks are, what you guys think. And who else is riding snowmobiles? What do you guys got right now? Let me know. Hit me down in the comments. Hit that subscribe, hit that like button. Stay tuned for more.